Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm starting on my 5%ers challenge. This was followed up from a video I did last week where they've announced the new free funding model. It's not really free, you pay when you pass the challenges. Before we get going, if you can hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, it really helps out and gives me encouragement to make more videos in the future. So just over a week ago, the 5%ers launched the new funding model. So effectively, you pass through 2 or 3 phases of the challenge, you then pay a nominal fee to get into the funding model, but effectively you've got the option of doing it for free, which I think is a fantastic opportunity. They were inundated to start with, they were completely flooded with people signing up and requesting the challenges, and therefore they put it on hold for a little bit. They're now back, it's on their website and people can sign up. I recommend going ahead and signing up, even if you don't go through the whole process. It's definitely worthwhile doing this as a tester, almost like to see if you can actually stick to their rules for a period of time. I've been reading loads of comments about this so far the past couple of days. I think a lot of people are confused around leverages, lot sizes, 1% risk. So I thought I'd give a very, very quick overview of my take on this. It's probably not 100% accurate, but I think it works very well for this scenario and going forward with the challenge. So first off, you need to understand what lot sizes are. Now, one lot is equivalent to $100,000 of the base currency. So effectively, if we're buying one lot of euro-dollar, we are going out and physically buying $100,000 of that. Now with the leverage of 1 to 10, that effectively allows us to only have to put down 10% of that, or 1/10. So that $100,000, we need to deposit in margin $10,000. Now on an account size of $25,000, that only allows us to have a maximum lot size at any time of 2.5. Now one lot in dollar value per pip is equivalent to 10. So let's say we were to go in at 2.5 lots, effectively the full maximum we could ever trade on a $25,000 account. If we are risking our 1% or £250, we could only ever have a stop loss 10 pips away from our entry, which is really, really tight. So that's why I'd really recommend everyone doing a very, very quick summary of pips, lots, and just sort of doing that calculation on a spreadsheet and having it very visible so that we at least know that if we're going into a trade, what is our risk, how many pips we have to be away for that lot size. And I would say starting out, go for a very small lot size just to get comfortable with that, because if we do breach that 1% stop loss rule, in that we have to mandatorily have a stop loss every trade we place and our risk can never be more than 1%, that's an instant failure on this, and therefore we'd have to, well, we can't really take it again, we have to start on another program. Unlike a lot of spread betting platforms where when you enter a trade, you have an option there of saying stop loss and you type in the number of pips you want away, it's very much fixed at that point. And therefore there's no sort of ambiguity around, did I calculate this correctly? Did I actually take, let's say euro 1.214 and add on 20 to get 1.216? Now it takes that away and takes some of the calculations away. And that's what I find tricky personally with MetaTrader. So one of the other problems with MetaTrader is if we're entering an order, so buy stop or sell stop, or even a limit order, if price is moving a huge amount, especially on a news item or some gapping going on, now we may not get the entry we require, but our stop loss is still going to be fixed by that value we put in. So if we are working very tight spread, so let's say we're really working on a 10 or 15 pip stop loss, but yet our entry is moved by 5 pips and we've calculated it so accurately to being 1%, we've already broken that rule as well. So I think we need to be very careful when placing our stop loss to give a little bit of leeway, especially if we know there are going to be some gaps or some big market news events coming around. So one of the other requirements of this is actually have to obtain 400 pips as well, not just a 10% return on the account size. So I know people have already hit the 10%, but not done anywhere near the 400 pips. They're probably on about 200 pips so far. And they're actually now just doing the smallest micro lot sizes, that's 0.01 of a lot, and just trying to get those pips to accumulate over and over again. So that's part of my strategy as well, is just try and play some long-term swing trades to try and pick up 100, 200 pips on some trades, and therefore then focus on some of the more of the breakout higher return trades to get that 10% and on quicker. Now there's no rush. We've got unlimited time to pass these challenges, but also you need to trade every 21 days, and that's not too difficult to achieve. So for me, this is having something running in the background and just doing small amounts when I can and not focusing too much attention on it. Because I do think with the rules they've put in place, especially the 5% drawdown and the mandatory stop loss, there are going to be lots of mistakes made, and I think I'd rather not invest too much time and effort into this one and focus all my attention on it and make that really, really silly mistake of just doing 1 pip stop loss too much or going down on a slight drawdown. So although I'm going to run it in the background and do it very meticulously and methodically, it's not going to be my sole focus of goal at the moment. I really do think it's a fantastic opportunity for lots of people to get onto the prop trading model effectively for free, and just to give it a go and really learn those key rules of risk management, taking your time and not rushing it. So hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll do some more updates as I'm going through, like how many pips I've managed to make or how many percentage I'm up or down. So yeah, tune in again, see you again soon. Cheers.